Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot, and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Virgo might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for middle of November through the end of November 2020. Keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless, so whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you'll find a message for you within the reading. Now, if you feel like it doesn't completely resonate with you, just keep the parts that do, disregard the rest, and if you know your other planetary placements, then you can listen to those signs as well for additional messages if you feel like you resonate more with, say, your rising sign or your moon sign or whatever. Okay, now with all that being said, let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any love messages for Virgo for mid-November through the end of November 2020. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Virgo for mid-November through the end of November 2020? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for mid-November through the end of November 2020. Alright, I'm going to shuffle just one more time. Alright. Okay, now I'm going to divide these into 3 stacks. Okay. Card on the bottom of the deck is Justice, and this is going to be your overall energy for this reading for the next couple of weeks. And the Justice card, of course, is all about making really strong decisions. For some of you, it may have something to do with the legal justice system, family court, whatever, those type things coming up. But anyway, as we go through your reading, I'm going to show you how that card's going to relate to the different cards that are in your reading. Now, for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows, and the first row has to do with you, what you have been dealing with in the recent past, what you're currently dealing with, and the things that are coming towards you, whether it's opportunities or love interest. The second row is the same thing, only it's for your twin flame, your soulmate, divine counterpart, karmic partner. It could be somebody you just met, might be an ex. However, it's the one that's on your mind the most, when you're thinking about all the time. One when you wake up in the morning is on your mind, and the one that you're thinking about in the evening when you go to sleep. The third column has to do with obstacles and challenges, or fears and anxieties, and that last column has to do with outcome. Now, the good thing about tarot is that it's all about these energies, so knowing these energies, if you are unhappy with the outcome, you're kind of forewarned with that knowledge, and you can take a different route than you normally would. You can see it coming, basically. All right, now in your column we have this Queen of Cups as well as the Ten of Swords. You could have been dealing with, of course, a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, these type people. There was a lot of hurt that was involved in this relationship. It left you feeling kind of betrayed and out of the loop just a little bit. You felt as if you had really trusted this person, and they severely let you down. In some ways, it's literally stabbed in the back. Now, the good thing about the tens are that they are the ends of situations. So this means that this is past, but the residual effects still kind of linger on you, okay? Now, when we get to your partners column, we have the Nine of Cups as well as the Four of Cups. Now, this four of Cups tells me that, you've kind of been bored with a lot of the things that are being offered to you, a lot of the people that are approaching you, kind of discontent. And that can be for a couple of reasons. It can be because you had recently gone through something that was worse than horrible, and you just, if it's just not perfect, if it's just not good enough, you're just not even going to waste your time. You are in a state where you're almost kind of getting comfortable being on your own and kind of enjoying it. And if that's the case, then keep on doing that, because that's the time where, we learn our self-worth and we grow to value and appreciate the peace and serenity that we have in our lives. Then sometimes when we have someone who is around that's disrupting. Okay. Obstacles and challenges. You have the Four of Pentacles and you have the Emperor. All right. So you have had a male mentor in your past. This could have been your father, a father figure, uncle, a teacher, somebody like that you were really close to, somebody that you could kind of pour your heart out to, and you are feeling their absence because this is something that you definitely want to go talk to them about, and just run it off of them and see what their opinion is or what that they would do. You find that in spite of the pain that this person has caused you, that you're kind of grasping and holding on to it just a little bit, afraid to let go. It's like being afraid of the unknown. Okay. Now, life is a risk in general, and certainly romantic situations are, if you want to live in that bubble, then that's fine, and that's what you want to do, and that's great. But if you are really and truly longing for a romantic partner, or even just a companion to grow old with, then of course, you have to come out of that bubble. But stay in there as long as you need to heal yourself. Now, the Four of Swords talks just about that. Exactly. Actually, it's like, thinking about it, praying about it, taking time to heal from it, so that as you move on, you can put those burdens down. You can lay them down and not carry them with you. Certainly learn the lessons from the issues that you had in your previous relationship, but there's no need to continue hurting indefinitely. Now we have the Nine of Wands as well as the Ace of Cups. And your partner's column, we have the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Obstacles and challenges, Three of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. A little contrast there. And in your outcome, we have the Two of Wands as well as the Queen of Pentacles. So yes, definitely, this situation that you had with your partner, with your water sign, has left you feeling kind of guarded. It's making you feel like, somebody was not as faithful to you, or not as honest with you, not as open with you as they should have been. And, looking forward into your future, the things that should come about and the things that you are looking for to happen in your life, the goals that you're setting for yourself, it's kind of making you a little hesitant still moving forward because of the hurt that this person put on you. Okay. All right, my air just came on. I apologize if it's really loud. Okay. All right, so I have the Seven of Swords as well as the Ace of Wands. Definitely, this is your partner's column. This is you finding out that, maybe they were not as faithful as they should have been, that they kind of manipulated and lied and cheated on you and snuck around behind your back, just for the sheer pleasure of, having that control. Because this is a person who, this is what I'm picking up on. This is a person who feels like, you're not going to control me. You're not going to tell me what to do kind of person. But, basically, you kind of have to with this particular person because they're somewhat irresponsible. So to make sure that things are taken care of, you do this, but they kind of resent it. And so the way that they get even with you is sneaking around behind your back so that they have the control and the power in the situation. So in your obstacles and challenges, of course, the Three of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. And again, you're in that in-between. You're in that little stuck period. You are enjoying this time that you have by yourself. Okay, you are growing as an individual. You are finding out your self-worth and things like that. Because your heart was broken, because you're afraid your heart will be broken again. Heal. Heal all you want. Take all the time that you need. Everybody is on a different timeline when it comes to healing and grieving. And you know, when you end a relationship, it's just like grief. It's just like a death. You actually have to go through a mourning period. Okay, you can't really skip any steps in the process. Okay, if you do, then they'll just come up later. Those issues that you have with it. So you, as the Queen of Pentacles, looking forward, really focused on your future and what it is you want, and looking forward to all the new things that are going to come your way. Now, the way to make this happen is through that healing, okay, and putting these problems and issues down, okay. All right. Now, in your last column, you have the Devil as well as the Page of Swords. You have the Sun and the Six of Wands in your partner's column. You have the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands in your obstacles and challenges. And in your outcome, you have the Hermit as well as the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, your heart, this is going to take a little while. This is going to take a little work. This person, you know, they liar, cheater, manipulator, just like that Seven of Swords. This is somebody that made you feel really codependent. Now, codependent is not necessarily a bad thing, but it can be taken to extremes. Just as human beings, as empaths, we are all codependent to some degree. But when it comes to the point that you are neglecting yourself and you are not taking care of yourself and putting your own needs first in order to survive, then it's a bad and toxic situation. This person somewhat has their eye on you. They have been watching you. They are you know, trying to find out what it is you're doing, why you are so happy without them, and they really just can't stand it. All right. Now, in your partner's column, you have the Sun as well as the Six of Wands. So I do see that your healing is coming. You will be successful in leaving this relationship and, you know, getting past the hurts because you're taking that extra care that you need in order to move forward. Now, with the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, this is like a new revelation that's coming into you really, really quickly. It's very fast energy. You're deciding, yeah, you're worth it. You're going to work on yourself. You're going to make it past all these negative issues that you have had to be dealing with this person. But again, you know, when you take this time and you work on yourself, it does take a lot of energy, and it does take a lot of times. And you know, this Hermit card, it's the time for self-reflection. It's the time to look at our past, where we came from, how we got to where we are, and where we're going, and what it is that we want from our future. Okay, now these cards are very similar. He's holding the lantern here. Here it's the next day, and he is you know, holding this globe, envisioning the future and what they want. Now, there's going to be times that you're going to feel lonely and left out, and you know, everybody's got a partner and it's the holidays, and you know, you don't have that companionship that you would have, and sometimes it makes it easy to slip back into those situations. That's where this Justice card comes in, and you know, you're going to find that there may be times that you will be vulnerable this month and lonely, and you know, call up that person from your past. All right, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for all of your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. And I really, really appreciate you guys. And I just want you to know that, you know, I'm here. I answer every comment. I answer every little email that you guys send me. And I do appreciate you so much. Okay, take care of yourselves and have a great Thanksgiving. All right, bye-bye.